RMS Titanic was the largest and most technologically advanced ship when it entered service in 1912. The massive passenger liner was designed to be a marvel of comfort, and most crucially, safety. Its owners, the White Star Line, boasted that the Titanic was nearly unsinkable. Yet just days into its maiden voyage from England to New York, the supposedly invincible ship struck an iceberg in the frigid North Atlantic and sank within hours. More than 1,500 of the 2,200 aboard died in the tragedy, making it the deadliest peacetime maritime accident in modern history. The hubris and negligence of the Titanic operators transformed a triumph of engineering into a tragedy. Rather than responsibly harnessing technology to maximize safety, the ship's owners, chasing profit, made reckless decisions that minimized precautions and sealed the vessel's fate. As the Titanic began its voyage, wireless radio operators received numerous warnings about dangerous ice conditions along its route. On April 14, 1912, the steamship Mesaba explicitly reported icebergs and a large quantity of field ice present. However, these cautions were not heeded or even forwarded to the Titanic's bridge. Continuing ahead at a nearly full cruising speed of 22 knots into the warned area reflected overconfidence by the crew. Most crucially, the Titanic lacked adequate lifeboats for all passengers, numbering only 20 boats capable of carrying 1,178 people. White Star Line Managing Director Bruce Ismay rejected advice to increase the number of lifeboats, as it would clutter the boat deck aesthetically. Legally, the Titanic met the British Board of Trade's woefully outdated lifeboat regulations, written before large liners like it existed. But the boat clearly violated basic common-sense safety measures, dooming hundreds. After colliding with the iceberg that inflicted a gash in its hull, nearby ships could have aided the stricken Titanic, if not for negligence by wireless operators failing to properly relay the distress call. The closest potential respondent, the Californian, was just 20 miles away, but never learned of the Titanic's plight. Ultimately, the Carpathia raced 58 miles to rescue survivors, but did not arrive until 2 hours after the Titanic sank. Had emergency protocols functioned, hundreds more lives could potentially have been saved. The shocking tragedy shook public confidence and forced reform. New international conventions mandated sufficient lifeboats, 24-hour wireless monitoring on ships, and improved iceberg collision avoidance. But the damage from the hubris and disregard for passenger safety could not be undone. The wreck of the Titanic was located in 1985, 2.5 miles below the ocean surface. While the ship was a marvel of engineering for its time, the Titanic disaster starkly revealed the dangers of unchecked excess and overconfidence. Technology without wisdom and application can fail catastrophically. Now, let's go over and see what Major Head has to say about this.
Well, it looks like the unsinkable Titanic sank faster than a lead brick in a jacuzzi. Who could have guessed cramming 2,200 people onto a ship with enough lifeboats for only half would end in a frigid ball-shrinking catastrophe? Any moron could see that iceberg coming at this doomed floating circus from a nautical mile away. But oh no, not the hubris-chugging corporate fucksticks at the White Star Line, too busy guzzling champagne and patting their backs about their state-of-the-art bucket to listen to reason. Full steam ahead into an ice patch. Why not hand out dynamite for passengers to chuck in the propellers while you're at it? But hey, I'm just a land-lubbing schmuck who doesn't comprehend first-class maritime jackassery. Lessons here for anyone with ears. Don't let profits make you deaf, blind, and stupid to mortal danger if you don't fancy corpses. And never forget how fast your unsinkable shit can sink if cockiness and greed grab the wheel. The Titanic assclowns fucked around with icebergs, and old Mother Nature was happy to remind them who the real boss bitch of the ocean is. Silver linings? Well, at least it was a wake-up call about arrogance for the corporate dipshits of the world. Too bad their pea-brains forgot that lesson faster than you can say, women and children first. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, fuckers.